So yesterday we have seen problems on BPSK modulation. So today also we are going to see the error probability problems based on BPSK with coherent detection. Okay. So today's problem, first problem, take down. Binary data is transmitted using PSK at a rate of 2 Mbps, 2 megabits per second, 2 Mbps over RF link having bandwidth 2 megahertz, full stop. Find power required at the receiver. I'll write it in short. Required at the receiver input such that error probability is less than or equal to 10 raised to minus 4, full stop. Assume the noise power spectral density to be 10 raised to minus 10 watts per hertz. 10 raised to minus 10 watts per hertz. Then there is also one more thing. There is a hint given, that is Q of 3.71, this is a required information, is equal to 10 raised to minus 4. Please copy this question and then we shall start solving. Copy this, I'll give you a minute to copy this down, then I will start solving the problem. Done with the copy? One of you please respond. Ashwini, done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we are going to see how to solve this problem. So in the yesterday's problem, when we did yesterday's problem, what was being asked is, we were asked to calculate the probability of error that is occurring in the system whenever we are transmitting certain amount of data over the channel. But now what they are saying, they are asking us to measure or to find out how much power is required to be present at the receiver input such that we are going to achieve the error probability value as equal to 10 power minus 4. That means I should ensure that whatever the power that is received at the receiver will be giving me only the error probability of 10 power minus 4. That means only one bit should end up in an error for every 10,000 bits transmission. Okay. So where we are setting 2 Mbps now. 2 Mbps means 2 megabits per second we are transmitting the information. In the 2 megabits per second, whenever we are transmitting a chunk of 10 kilobits together over the channel, we must end up in only one bit should end up in an error. That means if we map it to 2 mega, that means it is around 200 bits or 200 bits will end up in an error, or 20 bits will end up in an error for 2 megabits per second. Okay, so this is the probability of error that we are supposed to achieve. To achieve this error probability, what should be the receiver in power at the receiver input is what we are supposed to calculate. Now, what and all things or parameters that we know from this question? First, let us try to make a note of this. So, I am just going to write the known quantities, the known parameters. What are all the known parameters? If you look at the first sentence, the binary data is transmitted at a rate of 2 Mbps. So I know what is the symbol rate or bit rate. For BPSK, you please remember, for m is equal to 2, symbol and bit are used interchangeably. Okay? Symbol means bit, bit means symbol. But when m value is greater than 2, then symbol is different, bit is different. Please try to understand that. By the nature of it only you can understand. Whenever I am representing 4 symbols, 2 bits will constitute 1 symbol. So there the bits and symbols are totally different. But for m is equal to 2 case, both the symbol and bits both are same. Okay. So having said that, now Rs is equal to Rb, which is equal to 2 Mbps. That means its value is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 6 bits. Then what do we know? Next is the bandwidth. Bandwidth is a parameter which should be at least be equal to the Rs. It can be greater than Rs also. It should be at least equal to the bit rate or the symbol rate. If it is lesser than the symbol rate, the problem that you will face is what we call it as ISI. So this bandwidth will ensure that the channel will have a sufficient, or it is going to help us in knowing whether the information is being transmitted properly or not without any distortion. Since the bandwidth that is given is same as that of your symbol rate, that means none of the channel is not causing, or the bandwidth is not causing any kind of inherent noise within it. So that means there is no ISI. So this is an extra information that we will know, but we may not make use of this. Okay. Then the next parameter that is being said in the question is that the probability of error that is given is, that is supposed to be achieved is 10 power minus 4. Then they have also given what is called as noise power spectral density. Noise power spectral density means how the noise power is shared in terms of frequencies. That is what they have given. So whenever they give noise power spectral density, you can directly take it as n0 by 2. So n0 by 2 will be having the value 10 raised to minus 10. If at all, if it is a single sided, if it is only n0 value, they will give in the question itself as single-sided power spectral density. They will specify it particularly as single-sided power spectral density. If nothing is specified, you can take n0 by 2 is equal to 10 raised to minus 10. These are the known parameters. Having said this much, after noting down the known parameters, let us rewrite the expression for the probability of error that we have derived yesterday. It is equal to Q function of, inside the argument of Q, we have under the root 2e by n0, where capital E is nothing but it is the symbol energy, or in this case it is bit energy, which happens to be the product of the power of the signal or the power of the symbol multiplied by the bit period or the symbol period. In this case, both symbol and bit period are same. EB is equal to PS into TS or PB into TB. You can write this as PB into TB. Is this fine? So these are the things that we know already. Using this, we are going to solve the problem. Understood what are all the known parameters? Do you have any issues so far? Shall I proceed? No answer. I want your answer. Make it fast. One of you please respond.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Only if you acknowledge I will know. Otherwise I will not know. So once we have noted down the known parameters, now we will begin with the things that we already know. Now what are we supposed to know? We need to calculate the power at the receiver. I need to calculate this PB. The PB is the question mark. So what I need to know in order to calculate this PB is, I need to know what is EB, what is PB. How do I get to know what is EB? I need to obtain it from this previous expression. Okay, so these are the things that I need to evaluate now. Now first, since we know what is RS or RB, I know what is RS or RB, I can calculate what is TB. This is equal to 1 by TB. So what is 1 by TB? 1 by TB is equal to 2 into 10 power 6. So therefore, TB will be having a value 1 over 2 into 10 raised to 6, which is happened to be, what is the value of this? What is the value of this TB? 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 6. That means it is 0.5 microseconds. One symbol duration or the bit duration in BPSK happens to be 0.5 microseconds. Once we have known this, we will come to, now I got to know what is TB here. What is TB here? I want to know what is EB. For that I am going to make use of the above expression and the hint that was given in the question. What is that hint that was given? The hint that was given here is that Q of 3.71 is equal to 10 raised to minus 4. This was given to us. This was the hint that was given to us. If at all, if this value is not given, if this hint is not given in the question, what you are supposed to do is, you can open the Q function table, which will look like this. You need to look at the value 1 into 10 raised to minus 4. The required probability of error that is needed is 1 into 10 raised to minus 4. So find that 1 into 10 raised to minus 4. See where it is. So see here, everywhere here it is 10 raised to minus 1, 10 raised to minus 2 and 10 raised to minus 3. We have come over here. We want 1 into 10 raised to minus 4. See here it is 3 into 10 raised to minus 4, 2, 1.3, 1.2, 1.2, 1.1. It is starting reducing. If you come to this row, are you able to see this? Shall I zoom this page? Are you able to see this? Guys? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now if you see here, if we are going to look at this particular column, you will see 1.078. Let us try to find whether I have even more lesser value. See here, in the next column I have 1.03, which is the nearest value to 1 into 10 raised to minus 4. If you look at the next column, where in the very next column it has come down to 9.9 into 10 raised to minus 5. This value I don't require. This is not equal to 10 raised to minus 4. So please make sure that you are selecting the nearest upper value. That means it is 1 into 1.036 into 10 raised to minus 4. So for this corresponding probability of error value, find out what is the x value here. Usually we represent this as q of x, no? So q of x, for every x value you will find the q of x value. For every x value you are going to find the q of x value. Now I have found out what is the q of x value. Now I need to figure out what is my x value. What is that x? I know in the row, corresponding row has the value 3.70. If you look at the second column at the top you have 0.01. Now add these two values. 3.70 plus 0.01. If you add, you are going to get 3.71 as the answer. Okay. So this 3.71 will happen to be Q of 3.71 will be having a value 10 raised to minus 4. You're going to make use of this x value in order to determine the parameter which is in the equation that we are trying to use. Is this understood? How to look at the table? Do you have any doubts in mapping in the table?
No, ma'am.
No, okay. So we will move ahead. Now we know this value of 3.7, it is given in the question itself. Now we are going to make use of the expression for PE. PE is equal to Q of x, which is equal to Q of under the root 2EB by N naught. I know the PE value is given to me as 10 raised to minus 4, and the Q value it is given to be equal to Q of 3.71, which is equal to Q of under the root 2EB by N naught. Okay, now since these two are equal, I can equate the arguments within the parenthesis. So I am going to equate the arguments within the parenthesis. That means under the root 2EB by N naught will take a value equal to 3.71. Comparing the two equations. Then square on both the sides. You are going to get 2EB by N naught is equal to 3.71 whole square. What is this value? You tell me. What is 3.71 whole square? I don't have
13.7.
How much?
13.7.
13.56.
76, ma'am.
76, okay. 13.76 is the squared value of 3.71. Now I need to know, I already know what is N naught value. N naught by 2 is given to be 10 raised to minus 10 watts per hertz. I can make use of that, and then EB is equal to 13.76 into N naught divided by 2. I know this entire value already. So EB is equal to 13.76 into 10 raised to minus 10 joules. What is this? The energy of the bits. It is always measured in terms of joules. The energy of the bit that is obtained, that is required to obtain a probability of error equal to 10 raised to minus 4. It is 13.76 into 10 raised to minus 10. So once we have known this, what we need to do? We need to find out the power. This is PB into TB is equal to 13.76 into 10 raised to minus 10. PB I need to calculate. TB I have already calculated. So it is 13.76 into 10 raised to minus 10. What is TB? 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 6. To find out what is PB value now. What is PB value? What is PB value?
27.52.
27.52 into
10 raised to minus
minus
4.
4 watts. This will be measured in terms of watts, or you can simply write it as 2.752 milliwatt. Write it in standard form. Power that is required at the front end of our receiver input in order to achieve a probability of error equal to 10 raised to minus 4 in the given scenario for the 2 Mbps rate system, then I require the minimum power to be at least 2.752 as the power that is required in order to achieve this probability of bit error. Is this fine? Any doubts so far in this?
I mean, internals you will give Q of
Yeah,
value.
Q table will be given. Q table I'm going to attach it along with your question paper itself. You can make
Ma'am,
your
table or directly will you give, no?
No, I will give the table. If in the question if there is hint already, you can make use of that, or else you can make use of the table. Table will be provided.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. The soft copy of the table will be at the end of the question paper. You can look at that. So we shall solve one more problem. There is almost 15 minutes more. We shall solve one more problem and then wind up. So I am going to dictate while I write. Find the bit error probability. Find the bit error probability. I am writing it in short as PB. Find the bit error probability for a BPSK system. For a BPSK system with bit rate of 1 Mbps, full stop. The received waveform S1 of t, which is equal to A into cos omega naught t, and S2 of t minus A cos omega naught t are coherently detected using a matched filter, full stop. The value of A is 10 millivolt, full stop. Is 10 millivolt, full stop. Assume the noise power spectral density, the noise PSD, that is power spectral density. Now see here, sometimes they will give it like this: N0 is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 watts per hertz. It is not N0 by 2, they have given it as N0. Please note this. This is a small change in the question. And the signal power and energy per bit are normalized to 1 ohm resistor or normalized to 1 ohm load or resistor. Okay, so now you need to tell me what are all the known parameters. I am going to write now. Yes, what are all the known parameters? Tell me.
RS is 1 mega.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. RS, which is also equal to RB, is equal to 1 mega. Correct? 1 megabits. That is 1 into 10 raised to 6 bits per second. Next, what else do we know? Fast, you read the sentence.
N0, ma'am.
N0 value is equal to 10 raised to minus 11 watts per hertz. Then amplitude is already given to us.
Amplitude.
Yes, amplitude is 10 millivolt. That's all, no? So these are the 3 important things that are given to us. Now let us write the expression for PE, that is probability of error. PE, probability of error for coherently detected BPSK, is cube of under the root 2 EB by N0, where EB is equal to PB into TB. So let us try to find out what is PB and TB to find out this. I know N0 value, the only unknown here is the EB value. I need to calculate the EB value. In this EB, I want 2 parameters, one is PB and the other one is TB. So what is TB? TB is equal to 1 over RB. What is RB value? 1 over 1 mega, which is equal to 1 microsecond. 1 microsecond. Similarly, PV value, power is always written in terms of RMS value, that is A RMS by root 2 whole square. So it is if you take peak in terms of peak, it is A squared by 2. If it is A RMS, it is A RMS whole square by R. We usually write it as V RMS square by R, where V RMS is equal to V by root 2. V by root 2 whole square will happen to be peak value square divided by 2 times R. Here R they have normalized it to 1 ohm resistor. Therefore R value I can just remove. So P now will be equal to the peak value or the peak amplitude whole square divided by 2. What is the amplitude that is given to us? It is 10 milli. So therefore it is 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 whole square divided by 2. What is PB value? Tell me in terms of watts. The power is always measured in terms of watts. Give me the P value. Or you can tell me directly the EB value. EB is equal to 10 raised to minus 2 whole square divided by 2 into 1 into 10 raised to minus 6. How much is this? 10 raised to minus 4 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 0.5, which is 5 into 10 raised to 5 into 10 raised to. Hey Yashtrappa, what you are doing? Please respond. Simple math. I'm just doing the cross multiplication and then calculating. That's it. Nothing much. Once you got to know EB, the rest of the factor here is to calculate what is PE, which is equal to Q times Q of 2 into what is EB value? 5 into 10 power minus 11 divided by 10 power 11. 10 power 11, 10 power 11 will get cancelled. So it will become Q of under the root 10. PE value is equal to Q times of under the root 10, where under the root 10 happens to be 3.1627, I guess. 3.1627. Now we want to find out, we will have to figure out from the table what is this value of Q when x is equal to 3.162. We shall do that. We have to find out the nearest value. We will do that now. Yes. So 3.16 is the given value. So 3.1 I will find out first in the first column, in the x column. Then I will move along the same row until and unless I find the second decimal value. So I will move along this and find out the second decimal value, which is 3.16. So it is taking a value equal to PE is equal to 7.88 885 into 10 raised to minus 4, or approximately 8 into 10 raised to minus 4. Approximately the value is 8 into 10 raised to minus 4. This is fine? Clear? This is similar to the yesterday's problem. It is similar to the yesterday's problem, but if you have understood this much, this is sufficient. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Done? Okay. There is another problem. I will just send it to you. You can just look at the problem. If you have any doubt, you can ask on WhatsApp. Okay. So this is it. These are the required or necessary problems that you need to study for the test. Fine. So I'm going to wind up here. So this will be the class